Nothing in nature blooms all year. Be patient with yourself. Namaskar friends, welcome to Next IAS. I hope you are doing well. In this video, we are going to discuss important places जो कि अभी recently news में थी and they are also relevant for UPSC. So without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion with Philippines. It was in the news because recently Philippines President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. called for reconciliation and unity as Southeast Asian nation marked the 37th anniversary of the People's Power Revolution that toppled his dictator father. Now let's know more facts related to Philippines. Its capital is Manila and it is an island country of Southeast Asia in the Western Pacific Ocean. Philippines takes its name from Philip II, who was king of Spain during the Spanish colonization of the island in 16th century. It is bounded by Philippine Sea to the east, Celebes Sea to the south, Sulu Sea to the southwest, and South China Sea to the west and north. It shares maritime borders with Taiwan and Japan to the north, to the east by Palau, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei to the southwest, and Vietnam and China to the northwest. As you can see in the map, it is located in the Western Pacific Ocean and its capital is Manila. Now friends, let's go to Burkina Faso. It was in the news because recently Burkina Faso announced an official end to the operations led by France in the country. Now let's look at the background. So friends, France signed a military agreement with Burkina Faso in 2018 to achieve stability against the threat of Islamist militant groups. And do you know friends, France signed a series of similar agreements with other West African nations including Mali, who terminated operations in late 2022. Now let's learn some more facts related to Burkina Faso. Its capital is Ouagadougou and it is a landlocked country in Western Africa. It is a former French colony which gained independence as Upper Volta in 1960. The name Burkina Faso, which means land of incorruptible people, was adopted in 1984 by then President Thomas Sankara. As you can see in the map, Burkina Faso is bounded by Mali to the north and west, Niger to the northeast, Benin to the southeast, Togo and Ghana to the south, and Ivory Coast to the southwest. We have just covered these points. Now let's look at the geographical features. So friends, its northern part has savanna vegetation and southern has sparse forest. The carite, which is a shea tree, and the baobab, the hibiscus tree, are endemic to this region. Three principal rivers, Black Volta, Red Volta, and White Volta, all of which converge in Ghana to the south to form Volta River. And do you know friends, Burkina Faso is a low-income Sahelian country with limited natural resources. Sahel is the vast semi-arid region of Africa, separating the Sahara Desert to the north and tropical savannas to the south, right? Now friends, let's go to Guyana. It was in the news because recently India and Guyana have agreed to cooperate in the oil and gas sector, including long-term crude purchase and investment in its upstream sector. As you can see in the map, it is bordered by Atlantic Ocean to the north, Suriname to the east, Brazil to the south and southwest, and Venezuela to the west. Its capital is Georgetown. Now let's learn some more facts related to Guyana. It gained independence from the UK in 1966. It is situated in the central north of South American continent with a coastline at the North Atlantic Ocean, and these points we have already discussed as it shares international borders with Brazil, Suriname, Venezuela, and it shares maritime borders with Trinidad and Tobago and Barbados. Now friends, let's go to Myanmar. Recently, India and Myanmar discussed border issues, connectivity projects in virtual meet. Now let's understand these points and these points with the help of map. As you can see here, its capital is Naypyidaw. It is the largest country in the mainland Southeast Asia. It is bounded by Bangladesh and India to the northwest, to the northeast by China, east and southeast by Laos and Thailand, to the south and southwest by Andaman Sea and Bay of Bengal. Here I have a question for you. How many Indian states share international boundary with Myanmar? You have to write your answer in the comment section below. Now let's look at the history of Myanmar. It is formerly known as Burma, and British East India Company seized the control of administration of Myanmar after three Anglo-Burmese wars in 19th century, and country became a British colony. After a brief Japanese occupation, Myanmar was reconquired by allies and gained independence in 1948. Now let's look at the geographical features of Myanmar. Hangduan Mountains form the border with China. Many mountain ranges such as Rakhine Yoma, Bago Yoma, Shan Hills, and Tanasirim Hills exist within Myanmar, all of which run north to south from the Himalayas. And its highest point is Hakakabu Razi, which is located in Kachin state. Now let's look at the river system of Myanmar. So friends, mountain chains divide Myanmar's three river systems, which are Irrawaddy, Salween, and Sitwang rivers. And do you know, friends, Irrawaddy River is the Myanmar's longest river, which flows into the Gulf of Mortabon. The majority of Myanmar's population lives in Irrawaddy Valley, which is situated between Rakhine Yoma and Shan Plateau. As you can see here, this is the geographical map of Myanmar. This is Shan Plateau, this is Irrawaddy River, and this is highest point of Myanmar. Now, friends, let's learn about Shinkun La Tunnel. It was in the news because recently government approved the construction of 4.1-kilometer tunnel, which will be completed by December 2025. Now, let's learn some more facts related to Shinkun La Tunnel. So, friends, it will connect Himachal's Lahore Valley and Ladakh's Janskar Valley in northern India. It will be built by Border Road Organization under its ambitious project Yojak. And do you know, friends, currently Atal Tunnel is the world's longest highway tunnel, above 10,000 feet. After completion, Shinkun La Tunnel will be the longest high-altitude highway tunnel in the world. Now, what is the significance of this tunnel? So, friends, it will provide all-weather road connectivity to Ladakh, and this will be the shortest route to the border areas of the Union Territory. And this project is also very important as far as security and safety of the country is concerned. It will also help in the movement of our security forces in that region, right? Now, friends, let's learn about Changthang Wildlife Sanctuary. Recently, National Board of Wildlife gave its approval for the induction of Indian Air Force Mountain Radar in Changthang Wildlife Sanctuary in Ladakh. Now, let's know more about Changthang Wildlife Sanctuary. It is located in Ladakhi Changthang Plateau in Leh district of Ladakh Union Territory, and it is home to the highest altitude water lakes, namely So Muriri, Pangong So, and Sokar. And do you know, friends, Ladakh is renowned for its remote mountain beauty and distinct culture, and it became a Union Territory in 2019, right? In the last, let's know about Bharatapuzha. It was in the news because recently flood warning issued along the Bharatapuzha river. Now, let's learn some more facts related to Bharatapuzha. It is also known as Nila and Nile of Kerala. It is the second longest river in Kerala after the Periyar River. The word Nila indicates the culture more than just a river, and Nila has groomed the culture and life of South Malabar part of Kerala. The river originated from Annamalai Hill in the Western Ghats and drains into the Arabian Sea, right? So, friends, with this, let's conclude our today's discussion. The last, I would say, be active in this world, but stay rooted in the soil of honesty. Thanks for listening. For regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.